49 cars made the chopping block between 1999 and 2005, excluding the year 2000. So going back to 1999, this is what you would have seen in stores. A beautiful send-off for the custom Corvette and the 11 other cars out of the series. This is actually number 10 of the 12 vehicles, and they did come with special paint, special wheels, and of course the final run tampo somewhere identified on the vehicle. Whether it's the hood, the door, both the rear or windows, they had some type of identifier. So you would get this beautiful packaging as a nice send-off. You would also get some factoids on the back and the list of all the vehicles from that year's retiring or final run releases. So you can see right here, we have the 93 Camaro, which we do have in hand, which is one of my favorites, and they do come with real rider wheels. It's got the final run verbiage around the sides. You do have it on the side door as well as the hood. And this would have been in that packaging as well, but I do have it only on card. We also had the Mercedes 380 SEL. This one came with Pro Circuit wheels, which is a two-piece design. So you had those, the real riders, and special paint, and they just really did an outstanding job. We also had this one right here, which is the Street Roader, and you can see this one had some beautiful saw blades with final run on this one, plastic wheels, and of course this one would also be in that box. But this would only last for 1999's release. 2000, they didn't make any final runs, so collectors thought they had a little bit of a break. But of course, in 2001, they changed things up, got rid of the box, and went with a huge plastic blister. Now, this one, for example, is a 2002 release, which, for unknown reasons, they only made 3 cars hit the list for the final run, which would be this one and 2 others, which we will have on the screen. It does have real riders on there, the opening body, special paint, and of course, final run. This one's actually number 6 of the 12 cars, but for 2001 and 2002, they all came in a hard blister, which was glued, and the only way to get this car out was to cut it open. So moving into 2002, like we said, there were only 3 releases. There were many others. There were actually 9 other cars that were supposed to make the list, which were the Ford Bronco, the Ambulance, the Bywayman, the Rig Wrecker, Lamborghini Diablo, the 1931 Duesenberg Model J, the 1996 Mustang GT, 1970 Dodge Daytona Charger, and the Twang Thing, which we do have a couple in hand and we will show those to you. So for 2002, this was supposed to make the chopping block, but it got pushed into 2003's release. So this is actually collector number 200, number 6 of the 12 cars, the Ford Bronco. So after 2002, they went more with a mainline look, ditching the special packaging, the blister, special wheels, and they went with more of a mainline look, which I kind of feel that they took away the value and importance of sending these off the right way with making them kind of blend in with the main lines. So you have this Bronco, which is collector number 200. We also have the Dodge Charger Daytona. This one is collector number 4 of the 12 cars, card number 198. We also saw the Porsche 911 Carrera go away in 2003. This is collector card number 204. And this is number 10 of the 12 cars. And like we said, you only see the premium wheels or the Pro Circuit wheels on the first couple of years, and then they got rid of that. The next one is collector card number 203. And this one is number 9 of the 12 cars listed for this release. You can see it on the back with the others. We also had the 1996 Mustang GT. This is collector card 197. It's collector number 3 of the 12 vehicles for 2003. And then of course the next one, we have the Ambulance, the other one that just made that chopping block. And this was just a cool casting, number 2 of 12, collector card 196. So looking back, We all question why they did this. Collectors were wondering, why would they choose our favorite cars to send off when there's castings out there that really should hit that chopping block? Well, you got to remember, guys, Mattel makes millions and millions of castings, and through time, these toolings or dies that make the body of the car are eventually going to get worn out. They have to refurbish them, clean them up. Maybe if they are broken, they have to retool them, or they might just send it off like they did in the final run. So to save some cost, instead of investing money into doing some new tools and dies, they just split the dies in half, trashed them, and just did a final send-off for these. And like we said, 49 vehicles. I mean, we saw the Porsche 928. We had the Firebird funny car out of 2002. We saw the Hot Wheels 500, the garbage truck. That thing is super cool on its own. The Radar Ranger, BMW 850i, the XT3. We have the 55 Chevy, which was kind of brought back in its own way. And then we also had in 2004, the Ferrari 308, the Semi-Fast, the Catapult, the Sonic Special, and of course the final year in 2005, the Tomasima 3, which is pretty much a Ferrari powered casting, and that car was just amazing. Very short run though, very few colors. We will have the variations for you on screen. And then the Buick Wildcat, Hydrojet, Big Chill, just to name a few. The Tropical was actually the one that was supposed to hit the final run series and was saved multiple times. It hit, I think, 6 different name changes, and as of currently of 2017, it has stuck with the name Quick Bite. They did do a retooling on it, changing the whole top of it, adding some plastic, removing some things, and what we see now is what they have. So if you're looking to complete a series, definitely check out all of the final run cars. If you love these castings, track down every single one of them up until the final run. That way you can have a full set. Mattel shows that they are no longer active with the final run. They never discontinued it. They're just not using it anymore. But we do see cars tend to fade away out in the darkness, and then they reappear many years later. Of course, the classic example is the Cadillac Seville. That car was last produced in 1987 and then brought back in 2012, and then again just a few years ago for an exclusive release. And many other cars are doing the same thing. When they are least popular, they kind of tend to just throw those into the shadows. They don't discontinue them like they did on this one, but they keep it just in case they want to do some type of release, maybe a Walmart exclusive set. Who knows? Mattel keeps their doors open. Hopefully we never see the final run series come out. We all know the cars that are out there as peg warmers that we really know should just discontinue, but we also have to remember kids love these things too, and they don't care what it looks like as long as it rolls fast, crazy colors. Maybe it's their favorite animal, maybe it's their favorite food on wheels. Who knows? But when it comes down to the final run, guys, boy, am I glad they are not actively doing that. One, I would hate to see what hits the chopping block. I feel like with the retoolings they do now, they make subtle differences to where it isn't a huge cost to them and they can manage it a little bit better than they did a few years ago. Hopefully this gave you a little insight of the final run series on where they were in 1999 and all the way up to 2005, including all the beautiful and just wicked cool cars that were discontinued and no longer in production. So hopefully at some point you can pick one of these up at your local traders market, from a friend, off eBay, however you get your hands on them. I think final runs are really cool to collect, especially when it comes to your favorite casting. So that is all we have for this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, let me know down in the comments below what you have in your collection, or if you even have the full final run series throughout 99 to 2005. Let me know. I think that'd be pretty cool. And of course, if you guys want to see every vehicle that is currently in the shadows and hasn't been produced in a while, also let me know down below. We can go over those. That way we can walk down memory lane and see what vehicles are forgotten but not discontinued. So until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.